What's up everyone, welcome to Film Focused. This weekend I shot my first 35mm roll of Ilford HP5. I exposed it at 1600 and developed with D76 and photographer's Formulary TF4 as my fixer. This is a really great film with a lot of latitude and a classic grain structure. It's able to be pushed and pulled a few stops in either direction, and I like shooting it at 1600. That's just where I think the film looks best. I also have done a lot of shooting with Kodak Tri-X, which is a very similar film to this. A lot of people compare the two, and I have to say I'm starting to really enjoy shooting HP5 a bit more than I do Tri-X. And one of the main reasons is when the film dries, Ilford always dries perfectly flat. It makes it very easy to scan, it makes my workflow a bit simpler, and I don't have to worry about if the film's drying too fast, too slow. It's just a really easy film to work with, and I love the film's look. Another nice little feature of the film canister that I particularly enjoy are the 4 little white boxes on the canister itself. One says 400, 800, and 1600, and then there's one that's blank. And it's great to be out in the field and just take your Sharpie and put a little X or a check mark over whichever ISO you expose the film at. It's not a game changer or anything, but I just think that's a really nice feature of this canister. So I really enjoy it. I love the quality of the negatives that this film produces. You get full tonal range and high sharpness, even when pushed or at box speed. When you push the film, you do get a bit more contrast, which is something that I like. I think the film just looks better that way. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the images I shot and tell you more about why I like this film.
So this was one of the first images, I believe it was the 3rd frame from the roll, and I just think this is a perfect example of showing what this film is capable of doing. You get a full range of tones, incredible detail in the telephone pole, the beautiful grain structure that's visible, but it's not detracting, it's not, taking anything away from the image, it's actually adding to it. This is a portrait of my girlfriend Lizzie. I positioned the sun directly behind her head and metered for her face, which was completely in shadow because of her hood. And this image turned out absolutely beautiful. There is no loss of information in the highlights or in the shadows. There's great detail through her hair and her jacket, and you can see where the sunlight was hitting the fur on her hood. This is one of my favorite images from the roll for a few reasons, but the main one being just how beautifully rendered this space is with the pairing of the Nikon 50mm 1.4G lens and HP5 being pushed to 1600. I don't think the same atmospheric quality could be captured with a film with a tighter grain structure, or if this film were exposed at box speed. So I'm just going to let the rest of these images play through. I think they all do a good job of showing the characteristics of this film and giving you a good idea of what this film is capable of handling. I do believe at this point that HP5 is going to be my go-to black and white film. I do have a roll of Tri-X 400 and TMAX 400 that I'm looking to shoot as soon as I can and compare my results with those two films with HP5, but at the moment it looks like Ilford HP5 is going to be my go-to black and white film from here on out.
Alright, I hope you guys liked those images and enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section down below and I will get back to every single one that I can. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.